let's start with the basics of capital market. So before I start, you tell me people, what do you guys know about capital market? What is capital market, people? Share market. Okay, first of all, why do we have this capital market in your syllabus? Why do you want? Are they expecting you guys to become next traders, investors? Why? Companies? Company has to raise the fund. Okay, that you have seen, no, in company law, private placement, rights issue, no. Then
so for that, we are giving some rules and regulations.
okay, company shares will be listed on stock exchange. You need to know sub rules and regulations. Okay. Any other reason? That's all. Oh, you go. For knowledge purpose and all, we are coming and sitting in the class. Okay, first hero. Okay, we have responsibility to maintain compliance and security, sir. Okay, so yes, people. The first thing that you guys would have studied one concept, KMP. Where and all KMP will come if you are a listed company, you guys have to mandatorily appoint a company secretary in a listed company. It is mandatory. Mandatory. Yes. In private company, at least it was optional. When it was optional, only you guys studied Companies Act. When it is mandatory, you have to study. You don't have a choice. The reason is, remember, if at all there is a listed company, in that having a company secretary is mandatory. And remember, one company secretary can never manage a listed company. There will be at least a team of 15 to 18 company secretaries. That is what a listed company can hire. How many branches will be there? You think one person sitting in one place can handle the entire compliance and all? Definitely not possible. So your entire study framework is made in such a way that tomorrow whenever you guys enter into a listed company as a company secretary, what and all you might have to do, that work, that is what the chapters covered. For example, buyback can come. Buyback is a chapter. So where and all your work might be involved, those chapters have been picked up and put in your syllabus, and that's how your curriculum has been designed, and that is why it is mandatory, and that's why we are learning. Understood? Hello? Pakka? Okay. Yes. Okay. So the first thing, people, capital market, let us start with something called as financial system only. Write down. Writing the notes will help you guys. Start writing the notes. The first thing, financial system in India. Financial system in India. Financial system in India. The financial system in India, we can classify it into three categories. The first one is called financial market participants. Financial market participants. Next one is the financial market itself. Financial market. Next one, financial market instruments. Financial market instruments. If we cover these three topics, that's all. That's the chapter. Financial market participants, financial market, and financial market instruments. Let us see one by one. Let us first start with financial market. Now, what do you mean by financial market? Financial market. Financial market can be classified into two things. One is called as money market. One is called as money market. Next one is called as capital market. One is called as money market, one is called as capital market. Copy down. Okay, so if we speak about something called as financial system of India, we can classify financial system into three things. One is called as financial market participants, who and all are involved. We'll see that. Next one is financial market instruments. What and all are the various investment opportunities we have? Example, equity, preference, like that. What are the different instruments we have? The next one is financial market per se. What do you mean by market as such? What is financial market? The financial market can be classified into two things. One is called as money market, one is called as capital market. Capital market will come back. What do you mean by money market? Have you guys heard of something called money market? Have you guys heard of it? Money market? What is money market? Money irko. No, what is money market? Treasury bills. Good, huh? Where money is raised initially. No. Commercial papers, bonds, bill of exchange illa. Illa. Negotiable. Yes, sir. So treasury bills, bonds, commercial papers. Technically, who will raise all this? Treasury bills and all, who will generally raise it? Government. Remember, generally, I'm not saying that's how it is. Generally, the biggest borrower. See, there are two types of markets. One is capital market, one is money market. It is quite visible. Who is the main person taking money in money market, in capital market? The person majorly taking money in money market is a government. Now, government wants money. Why does a government want money? For where is development? Oh, sorry. Okay, development, for developmental activities. Yes, of course. Public services. Launching in this free scheme. Girls go free. Okay, no controversies. So that scheme and all, where is money coming from? Nandagopal, we want money for all of that. Where will you get money from? We need it or not? From people. Now people, every year, we all will wait for 1 month. That is what people think that decides our, spending power, it seems. That 1 month is February. And that 1 month in February, what will happen to budget? What does this budget decide? It's simple. It says, see, in this year, the country has this much of money and we have this much of expenses. This much of expenses. We have this much of money, we have this much of expenses, and this will become this much. Now, how will you meet how will the government take care of? Definitely not possible. So, government also needs money. Yes, government needs money. Now, you want roads to be very nice. You have to adjust. Little potholes will be there. You have to adjust. Illa, we don't want to adjust now. Then tar, dambar, that all will come free of cost. You need money, no? So remember, in the money market, the biggest borrower, it's a dominated borrower, and that borrower is called government. Vishnu says, where sir, I never see government there at all. I never seen government name at all. Government does not want to show its face directly. Government has some, issues. They will feel, government, if at all directly it comes, means you will judge them. So the government does not want that to happen. So what does government do? Government will tell its bank, hey, you go and raise the money, if I only go, people will lose respect on me. You go, it will push. Now the person who will come and raise money on behalf of government is RBI. That's why you will get treasury bills, commercial papers, bonds, everything that will be always on RBI's websites or RBI's portals. The reason is that. So remember, RBI will raise money on behalf of the government for government. And this is only called as what people? Money market. Sir, will it always be government? I said predominant player is government. It is not always government. Can a corporate raise money there? Yes, possible. That's why we have something called as commercial papers. Commercial papers is used by corporates only, but they go little less there compared to government and all of them. Is this clear? And money market is generally for a short-term instruments. Maximum you will see up to 1 year. You have 1 day treasury bills also. You have 362 days, 364 days treasury bills also. So generally money market is for a short-term investment. Capital market is for little long-term investment. Sir, who and all can participate in money market? You also can participate. I also can participate. Banks can participate. Corporates can participate. Anyone can participate. For example, a recent thing that has come, something called, as you guys would have heard of it, sovereign bonds. Yes, sovereign bonds means what? Gold bonds. So the government will raise money from you. They will use it. So the recent sovereign bond which I invested was in 2023. And the tenure of it is 8 years. So it was for 6,000 rupees. That's the issue price. Now it is directly linked with the value of gold. So if value of gold increase, this value also will increase. After 8 years, whatever is the redemption value, meaning that day's gold value, that much money government will give us. And you also get 2.5% interest, which is split into half yearly. You will get once in September, once in March. And this is sovereign bonds. Who raised it? RBI raised it for government. Is getting, are you understanding it? Sir, now I have it. You are saying 8 years. Should I be invested for 8 years also? Remember, sovereign bonds are listed on stock exchange. That means I have a bond. I do not want to wait for 8 years. Now it's been 2 years. I will come and ask Abdul. Abdul, you want it? I want to exit. Abdul says, yes, sir, I don't mind. Give it to me. Now, whatever is today's market price, I'll be able to sell it to Abdul for that particular price. Abdul can buy. And that is what exactly that happens on stock exchange. There will be buying and selling between people. Can we do it? Yes, possible. Is this clear? Sir, and I want to invest in money market in any other way. Now, for example, Chandramouli says, sir, I don't know, sir. I have never found money market instruments at all. Now, what do you suggest to me? There is something called as money market mutual funds. For example, there is Nifty money market funds. If you guys invest in Nifty money market funds, they will take money, they will invest money on behalf of you into money market, just like mutual fund. Mutual fund traditionally invests in companies. So here risk is less, return is less. Mutual funds can promise you up to 12-14% and all. Money market won't give you so much. Max to max 7%. Above that, impossible. But what is that? Risk is literally zero. That is not the case with the company. Are you getting the point? For example, to give you today's scenario, you know the stock exchange halat. Anyone who invests? Illa? It is full of blood red. To give you one example, if you guys start investing today, don't invest. I'm telling, if you guys start investing today, you guys will get a share at a better price than what I got 7 years, 8 years back. I'm saying if you buy today, that means what? I'm telling opportunity cost, 8 years of investment is worth nothing. I have invested, say for example, whatever is amount for 8 years cumulative. That total principal is less. Today, if you invest, you will get it at a lesser price. So when market crashes, it will make you remember all your forefathers. Why they invested in real estate, you will understand. Understood? Yes? So it's not always rosy. I wanted to give you both the perspectives. Clear? Yes? So money market instruments, at times it's good. Clear? Yes? That is money market. Any doubts? Hello? What a fair idea? So the instruments here are this treasury bills and all and those things. I don't know if let's see if we have it. See, this is called RBI Retail Direct. You are free to open An account, and you guys can invest in, you can see that, invest in government securities, participate in primary market, sovereign gold bonds, direct website, RBI website only. You can directly invest. It's directly on RBI portal. Possible. Yes, this is also one of the way. Directly you can buy treasury bills. 18 days treasury bills and all is there. 9 days treasury bills is there. You have money, you invest. Of course, it comes with minimum sum, but 9 days treasury bills and all will be there. So 9 days is a maturity period. One day also will come, but one day we will never get. It is majorly dominated by banks. One day treasury bills, but you will get the other parts. Clear? Got a fair idea? Hello? Okay. Right on. Money market. Money market. This market is regulated by who regulates this? Then why are we studying here? This market is regulated by RBI and SEBI. Hey, where is SEBI done? Margaret has done this module. This module is done. She is not coming? Oh, she cleared CA Inter. Okay, okay. I'm here. Oh, nice. Huh. And who else? Da? Your gang was big only, no? Da? Matthew? Hey, Matthew. Hey, samosa. Oh, egg puff. Okay. This market is regulated by RBI and SEBI. It performs the crucial role to manage short-term liquidity, comma deficits and surplus of government, and hence it facilitates the conduct of monetary policy of the economy, through this market. RBI raises money on behalf of government by issuing treasury bills, commercial papers, certificate of deposits, etc. Maturity of instruments, range from range from 1 day to 1 year. So it is usually short-term borrowings. Usually short-term borrowings. Usually short-term borrowings. Usually short-term borrowings. Kopita, money market any doubt? The market is regulated by RBI and SEBI because buying and selling listing of instruments also will happen. It performs the crucial role to manage short-term liquidity deficits. Union budget. Whenever it's a deficit budget, then what will we do? We will raise money. That's what you saw here. Third one. Through this market, RBI raises money on behalf of government by issuing treasury bills, certificate of deposits, commercial papers, as the case may be. It facilitates the conduct of monetary policy of the economy. What does monetary policy means? Monetary EP correct noda FD and all is done, no? You guys would have seen there monetary policy of RBI. I don't know if you guys had it or not. Okay, so you guys would have seen what is monetary policy. How does RBI control the inflation, deflation in the economy? They do it through monetary policy. Monetary policy in very layman's terminology is nothing but repo rate, reverse repo rate. What is repo rate and reverse repo? Whenever RBI gives loan to banks, they charge some interest on it. That interest is called as a repo rate. So if RBI is giving a loan to ICICI Bank at 4% rate of interest, that 4% is called as repo rate. If RBI is taking loan from ICICI Bank at say 3.5% rate of interest, it's called as reverse repo rate. And that is what is called as monetary policy. So we are trying to control the economy of the country using RBI, and that is using money market. Clear? Okay, next one. Through this market, RBI, okay, maturity, we saw this. Short-term borrowings is what generally people see for in money market. Capital market is always long-term instruments. Okay. Next one, sir. Beautiful question. Sir, short-term borrowings, but you said sovereign bonds is for 8 years. That's what I said. Remember, whenever it's bonds which is beyond 1 year, the listing of those bonds will be mandatory. Now, for example, I told you in my case, I can't wait for 8 years, but you can never say that you cannot sell the instrument for 8 years. I can come and trade it with before that 8 years. So I can sell it off in the 3rd year only. I can sell it off in the 2nd year only. Now Abdul will wait it for 8 years. Now Abdul also wants to sell. You sell for 100 times. The last person, government will give him money only after 8 years. Is this clear? So you have an option to trade. That is always there. Is this clear? And once it is listed, it will come to capital market. Clear? All of you? Pakka? Okay. The next market, people, is called as capital market. Capital market, I can classify it into 2 things. One is called as securities market. Securities market. And next one is other forms of lending and borrowing. Other forms of lending and borrowing, meaning anything that does not come under securities market will go to other forms of lending and borrowing. So regarding that, we do not have anything in our syllabus. So concentrate more on securities market. Now, securities market can be further classified into two markets. One is called as primary market. One is called as secondary market. One is called as primary market, one is called as secondary market. Okay, now first of all, what do you mean by capital market, sir? Capital market is basically where the corporates are the biggest borrowers of money. They come and issue various instruments and they will raise money from people, and the place where they are raising money from is called as capital market. Vegetable market, you will get vegetables. Capital market, you will get capital. That's capital only you will get, no? It's a flow of funds for the companies, corporates. Who and all will come here? Government companies can come, or private companies. Private companies means I'm saying public companies can come. That is possible. Public sector undertakings, PSUs, they can come. All these people can come and raise money from the capital market. The capital market can be further classified into two things. One is called securities market and other forms of lending and borrowing. We'll see the entire syllabus, that is what is securities market. After that, if anything is left, they will go under other forms of lending and borrowing. Yes, sir. Okay. So securities market can be classified into two things. One is called primary, one is called secondary. What is primary? Initial issue is called as primary market. Secondary market is trading, existing people trading is called as secondary market. Remember, primary market is nothing but we going and buying something from a shop. Now let us imagine, sir, I want to buy this mic. I go and pay some money to this person. I will pay 1,000 rupees. He will give me the mic. That is called as primary market, where the company directly sells its shares to the public. I will get a share, they will get the money. Who? Company will get the money. That's why it's called as primary market. This is where IPO takes place, initial public offer. When the company issues its shares to the public for the very first time, it will come under primary market. Sir, now I have purchased the share. Now I have purchased this mic. I no longer want it. What do? I'll post it on OLX. People, anyone interested? I want to see, I'm looking at a price of 800 rupees. Is anyone interested to buy? Now say for example, Chandramouli says I want to buy. Now I will give this particular mic to Chandramouli. Now I will get 800 rupees. Chandramouli will get this mic. Is company getting the money or I am getting the money? I am getting the money. OLX is nothing but secondary market. Secondary market is nothing but a place where people buy and sell the shares amongst themselves. Company is nowhere involved. Now today you see Reliance, Infosys, all share prices 1,000, 1,500, 2,500, whatever is the prices. If you buy a share of Infosys, do you think the money will go to Infosys? The answer is no. You are buying it from another person. You are not buying it from Infosys. Because the shares are already given by the company in the primary market. It is done. They raise the money. Now, whatever we buy and sell is nothing but OLX. That is nothing but secondary market. That is nothing but all our apps, Zerodha, whatever upstocks, whatever we guys are using. That is only called as your capital market or nothing but your secondary market. Understood? Pakka na? Any doubts here between primary and secondary market? Sure? Okay. There is some difference even on, I don't think they will ask, but we'll see what are the differences they have given in the book. Difference between primary market and secondary market at SIMS. What is the difference? What is the difference, people? Primary market, the marketplace for issuing fresh securities. That's why we call it as IPO market. Correct? Initial public offer. Okay, the marketplace. What is the secondary market? Marketplace for trading already issued securities. Nothing but I'll say it is like OLX. Company has already given it to us. We will sell and buy amongst ourselves. Agreed? Okay. Objective. Why? What is the objective of doubt? Okay. What is the objective of primary market? The objective of primary market. Why is the primary market even there? To raise the funds. Okay. What is the objective of secondary market? Why am I buying Infosys? For capital appreciation. When I buy it today, it might be 1,000. And what is my goal? I want this to grow to 5,000. That's why I'm investing, no? So what is my main objective? Capital appreciation. Whatever I'm investing should grow. That's the objective of a person coming to secondary market. Agreed? Third one, scope. It includes issuance of new securities through IPO. Same thing. Another name, new issue market or IPO market. It includes further trading of secondary securities already offered to the public. So they have already given it, that only gets circulated. It is also called as after issue market. Clear? Remember, earlier here the institute had also written it as FPO market. It created a lot of controversy, sir, because FPO means who will get, what do you mean by FPO? Further public offer. IPO means initial public offer. When the company is issuing the shares for the public for the first time, it's called IPO. When the company does it again and again, it is called as FPO. They are raising more money. More money means who is getting the money? It's company only getting the money. Technically, it sits here. So remember, FPO has a color of both. It's already settled. It's already a company which is already trading in the stock exchange. So it has a color of secondary market also. But when they go for FPO, who will get the money? Company will get the money. They have color of primary market also. So you cannot, in any one place you cannot write FPO. But in the previous book, in the previous version, they had written FPO here. Now they have deleted it. Got the logic? Understood? Huh? Yes, sir. Okay. Next one, sir. Purchasing of securities. Investors can purchase securities directly from the company here. Here it's like OLX, right? So investors among themselves. We will only interchange it. Okay. Financing. Primary market provides funds to new and old companies. Can you see this? Old is nothing but FPO. Agreed? Okay. It does not provide funding to companies. Then who will get the money? Investors get the money. Parties to the transactions, companies and investors. Here, investors among themselves. Major intermediaries, underwriters. Here, brokers. We'll have it. We'll see what is this and all as we go by. What is this underwriters, brokers and all. Next one, price as given in the offer document. Nothing but you guys will call it as prospectus. Whatever is the price that the company fixes at, you will buy it at that price. In the secondary market, it fluctuates. It depends upon demand and supply. Correct? No? Yes or no? How is the price determined? It is always determined based upon demand and supply. Imagine there is any one company where everyone is wishing to buy. When the buyers are more, sellers are less. Buyers are more. Demand is more. Sellers are less, meaning the number of supply of that goods is less. Imagine all of you want this pen. There is only one pen, but I get a quotation from 40 of you. We want this pen. What is the first thing I will do? I wanted to sell it at 1,000, but I know all of you want. Even if I sell it to 10,000, I know any one of you will buy it. Demand is more. And this is simple your price and supply economics. And that is how the market will also apply. Of course, there is other factors also. Government factors, companies, fundamentals, everything is true. But the basic fundamental is demand and supply. And that is when buyers are more, sellers are less. That is when you call this market as bullish. Heard of it? No, bullu, bear and all. Any day wondered why bullu, bear and all? This is the reason. How does a bull hit you? The bull hits you like this. Correct? No, it hits with the horn like this. Have you seen a bull hit like this? That's why it's a uprising market. So now when the market is in a boom, in a good condition, in a green trend, we call it as a bullish market. How does a bear hit? Bear always hits you like this. It will never scratch you like this, no? How will a bear scratch? So, yes or no? Da? Nandagopalo, Nandakishore, Nandan. Okay. So, bear hits you like this. That's why it's called as a bearish market, sluggish market. Remember, this is what is called as bull and bear. When the buyers are dominating the market, we call it as a bullish market. When the sellers are dominating the market, we call it as bearish market. Clear? Huh? Example, festivals. Whenever some auspicious things are happening, we have one dukan, we have 100 people, demand. So supply is less, sellers are less, but the buyers, entire world will be on that street. That's why prices shoots up. Best example, fruits. Best example, flowers. You know, on your special days, how much will that things go to? Yes or no? First day, first show, movie tickets, same logic. Everything is same logic. RCB ticket, Anna. Or yaro student, someone had posted RCB tickets available. I mean, match tickets available. I said, what is the price? Ayyo, my kidney only. 25,000. Yenu, there is no value at all. Yappa. Huh? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Today people tell me, will they win or not? ಏನೇ ಬರಲಿ RCB ಗೆಲ್ದೇ ಇದ್ರು RCB. Okay. Huh? They will win, Anna? They will win? Okay. Who are they playing against? I support winning team always. Because mind and heart will be very peace. Easy, no? Whichever team is winning, start speaking about them. You say that as if you supported them from the scratch. Yes, no? Best it is. Okay. Huh? Deccan Chargers. Deccan Chargers team is there, Anna? Old team. Hyderabad. Okay. Fund gained from the primary market becomes the capital of the company. Fund received from the secondary market becomes the income of investors. Panam. Correct? Huh? Yes or no? Okay. That is the difference between primary market and secondary market. Other forms of lending will force to go around the entire capital market. Huh? Anything is left will come here. Especially we'll see something called as collective investment schemes and all. It will come there. Clear all of you? Okay. 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 Write down something about capital market. We'll write this difference as first point. You have some space? No? Write on the bench. Okay, write down. Capital market. Okay. This market is regulated by SEBI. This is also called as barometer of economy. It's also called as barometer of economy. It serves the medium and long term liquidity needs of the borrower and lender, corporates and government companies raise money from this market raise money from this market by issuing securities like shares, debentures, etc., bonds, etc. Objective of capital market. Mobilize resources for investment. Facilitates buying and selling of securities. Helps the process of efficient price discovery. Facilitates settlement of transactions. Facilitates settlement of transactions. Done na? Okay. Copy down. Give some. Any doubts here? This market is regulated by SEBI. We all know that. This is also called as barometer of economy. Barometer means something which measures. It's called barometer of economy. It measures economy. Is it that a capital market can measure economy and all that? They have something. They have written ChatGPT. What is the barometer of economy and all? So if you guys in our home, whenever we watch news, if you guys watch any news, towards the end, they will definitely speak about two things, which is related to capital market. If they are not saying that, then you are watching wrong news. Yeah, every news, they will definitely speak about these two towards the end. What are these two? One is break, amele Sensex and you guys know this? What is Sensex? BSC?
No, top 50 companies of BSC.
Top 50 companies of BSC? Top 20? Let the auction begin. Yes, 20, 50,
Top 30, sir.
30, settled in between, take an average. That's the way you need to go about it. And correct. Nifty is top 50 companies and Sensex is top 30 companies.
Yeah.
Okay. So remember, that's what they're telling. Barometer of economy means what? Sensex and Nifty is good. Country is good. Sensex and Nifty is bad. Country is bad. Why? The topmost companies of India is struggling. That means India is struggling. We don't want Einstein brain there, no. That's what Sensex and Nifty indicates. Today Nifty is down, Sensex is down. That's why you can see bloodbath there. Yes or no? I think Nanda Kishore will be able to tell more about it. Yes or no? By the way, he's a very good investor. Huh? To tell what? If I'm not wrong, Nanda Kishore will still be in profits. You are in profits, Noda. See? Hey, to tell you how good he is, I gave him an offer. Da. He rejected the offer. Ask him. I gave an offer, Noda. What is the offer? You tell me what is the return you can make. And you take a percentage in that. See? He's a good. That's what we say. We will not know what is there in the class. Simply, will go. That is what is the brain. He invests really good. So, adike socializing is important. ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. Sir, I know, sir. Your ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಂಗಿಬಾತ್ will be very good. ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತು. That is what we will know. Tisha, last one subject hangge you went off. You again attended all the subjects, huh? Okay. Until this one, huh? Yes. So what is Sensex and Nifty? So if you guys see, what is the value of Sensex? How much is it done now? Andakishore. 76,617. Last year it was around 85. It hit the all-time high of history of India. 86,000 it had hit. 86,000. This is what? This is Sensex. Nifty is little cheap only. Nifty will be in 21,000, 23,000. That is Nifty's value. You know what do you mean with that? In short, I'll tell you, not required. So, imagine in 1995, there is one stock exchange called as National Stock Exchange. They wanted to, okay. There was and there is a stock exchange called as National Stock Exchange. They went for shopping in 1995 with around 1,000 rupees in their pocket. And they started taking all good companies. They took one basket. In that basket, they started putting all good companies in this basket. And they made one good number of companies and they wrapped it gift pack. How many companies were there in this basket? 50 companies were there. Top companies at that point of time, 1995. So, Abdul came and asked, what is the price of this basket? National Stock Exchange said this basket value is 1,000 rupees. We generally call it as points, 1,000 points. Today, that basket value is 23,000. That means those companies in that baskets have grown. And today, if you want to buy that same basket, will cost you 23,000. Same cut copy paste in 1979. 1979. That time, Bombay Stock Exchange went for shopping. They are not like Nifty. They took only 30 companies. And the 30 companies, they took it at a price of 100 rupees. 100 rupees. 30 companies. They put it in a basket. Today, that basket is 79,000 rupees. Now, when someone comes and says, has your country grown? You will say, yes. The basket, what was available for 100 rupees, now it will cost you 80,000 rupees. That means what? The company has grown, GDP would have grown, employments would have grown, spending power would have grown, people will pay tax, corporates will pay tax. Everything is growing, no? And how am I measuring? Only with one index. That's why we call it these as indices, or we call it as index. Meaning if you know this, that means you will get a fair idea about the country. There is someone when tomorrow when you're talking, you use these terms, they will look at you, wow. Peko, you know all this, I need not teach you. Without anything, only from tomorrow you will start the capital market lessons. Yes or no? Okay. Understood? That's what is Nifty, that is what is Sensex. Generally people will be asking, this is how you need to see. Understood all of you? Bakka? Done. Okay. That's what we saw, barometer. Okay. It serves a medium and long term. Agreed? No. Money market short term. Okay, liquidity needs of the borrower and lender. Corporates and government companies raise money from this market by issuing securities, shares or debentures of preference or etc. Objective of capital market, mobilize resource for investment. So we take money. For this also is a history. Bigger credit goes to Vijay Mallya. Yako Vijay Mallya. Manmohan Singh. Bigger credit goes to Manmohan Singh because that is when all your LPG reforms and all started happening. So, because of LPG reforms, privatization took place. Whatever government used to do, even private people also could do now. It's a simple example telecom. We had only BSNL. I'll tell you, the day was if you get a BSNL connection to your house, that means Macha, you're blessed. Turn right side and say thank you. That's what was the scenario. Even I remember in my home when we got a landline, it was like that is what was the demand. Rarely you will get. You need to apply, you need to wait. And that's how you used to get landline connections. BSNL. Ivattu, sir, humko nahi chahiye. This is one of the biggest loss-making companies of government wings. Around 10,000 crores is the loss that they make every year. Then why are they still there? They are showing good prospects now. They are promising good prospects, but yes, it is run based upon your taxpayers' money only. Whatever taxes you guys pay, with that money only they are setting off the losses. All the government ventures, government companies ventures, if it is loss making, it runs like that only. Understood? One recently that went off was Air India. Same thing only, 12,000, 15,000 crores was the loss. But finally they said we cannot pull it off. They sold to Tatas and that is what happened. Okay. Facilitates buying and selling of securities. Helps the process of efficient price discovery. What is efficient price discovery? You will exactly know what is the value of a share, no? Now today let us sit and bargain. What is the value of Arivu's share? How do you know? Arivu will say whatever the number they want. The buyer will say whatever is the number they want. They want it for a lesser price. Arivu want it for a higher price. Who will fix what is the actual value? If you guys watch Shark Tank, first question will be they will say, I want 1% for 1 crore rupees. That is my ask. And immediately the camera will go to the judges and will say, whoa, highest valuation, 100 crore value. Correct? No. And they will say, how did you arrive at this number? Because it's an approximate value. You cannot derive an actual value. Whereas if it is a stock exchange, there are so many parameters, no, to derive your price. And that's what they are telling you. It efficiently discovers the price. Demand and supply, various factors are kept in mind, and that is how you will be able to see. Today, you just see Infosys share price, you will get a price. Efficient only, right? At least somewhere it is efficient, right? That's what they think. Facilitates settlement of transactions, buying and selling, money debiting and crediting. Both will be settled. That is what is this objective. Simple, huh? Done, huh? Okay. Let us next one. Market we saw, na? Okay. Write on one note. Indian capital market. Overall, it's for technically the financial system as such. Or you can write down under capital market only. Write down. Write down here on. Indian capital market comes under Ministry of Finance which in turn has created regulatory bodies called SEBI. Indian capital market comes under Ministry of Finance, which in turn has created regulatory body called SEBI, which acts as the watchdog of capital market. So Indian capital market comes under Ministry of Finance, Nirmala Sitharaman ji. They have created one more body, specific regulator to take care of the entire transactions of SEBI, transactions of capital market, and the regulatory body created is called as SEBI. Understood? Capital market, everything comes under Ministry of Finance only. RBI also Ministry of Finance only. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, read on the next one. We wrote my financial market, no. Read on the second one, financial market instruments. Financial market instruments. Financial market instruments. Financial market instruments. What are the different instruments that are there in financial market? The first one, the most easiest one, the one which we all know is called equity shares. Equity shares. Equity shares can be of two types. One is called equity shares with normal voting rights. The next one is called DVR. DVR stands for sovereign differential voting rights. See, if you were all from company law, I would have skipped this. DVR. 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 Normal voting right, differential voting right. Tell me what is equity shares? What are their rights? What is DVR? Why do we have DVR? What are their rights? When can we not issue DVR? You guys only da? Innen pakkat class or bande heltara? Tell you guys only. What do you mean by normal voting rights? What is equity share with normal voting rights? One share is equal to one note. What are the rights enjoyed by an equity shareholder? Voting rights. Hey, ChatGPT. Voting rights okay. Mundu kele. That only you guys are saying voting one vote one okay. Next. What are the rights they have? Financial statements. Notice to the general meetings. Attend general meeting. Come and sit in the general meeting. And right to speak in the general meeting. Appoint directors. Okay, good. Operation and mismanagement. Right to? Right? I didn't understand. ఏనాಯ್ತು ఈ నగరానికి ఏమైంది ఇన్స్పెక్ట్ ద డాక్యుమెంట్స్ ఓకే participate in resolution okay all these are the rights yes inspect register of members okay so this is what you generally saw I hope somewhere we are able to connect it yes Not required as such, but they have given it in the capital market also. These are general rights of the shareholders. What is the general right? You have a right to get financial statements. Your money is that is invested. You need to know at the end of the year how has the company performed. You have a right. Next one, once in a year, they will conduct a meeting. You can go and attend it. And should you get an invitation to that? Yes, that is only called as notice of a meeting. You will get it as a shareholder. Once you get it, can I go and vote in that meeting? Can my decisions be considered in the meeting? They will consider. Now, as you rightly said, what's your name? Vignesh. Now, Vignesh said, right to appoint directors. Now, whenever they want to appoint a particular person, imagine Reliance wanted to appoint Isha Ambani, Anant Ambani, Akash Ambani, all of them are directors today. They ask us as a shareholder, are you also okay? I said no, they still appointed. But that's secondary. But do we have a right to vote? The answer is yes, we have a right to vote. Yes or no? Now, that is what is called as your right as a shareholder. You get all of that. Will any other security holder get that? There are so many instruments, right? We have preference, we have debentures, there are so many instruments. Do they enjoy all these rights? The answer is no, and that's the whole purpose of equity shares. Now there is one more thing called as DVR. Who will explain DVR? Someone, we have seen the
equal to 5.
you have to give complete context. They should also understand.
This DVR shares can be issued for the start of the founders when they want to retain the control over the company when they go for issue. For example, they have one share and they can exercise 5 votes, and so that they can make sure what they decide runs the company.
Will DVR give you 1 share is equal to 5 votes?
It's opposite. 5 shares, 1 vote or something. So last
No,
and they
both
in
is
turn of
included in
dividend
DVR
vote.
shares, right?
Is that right? I don't know. I'm asking.
In return, they get dividend more than other shareholders.
They get more dividend, but why? Why DVR?
Because they get less voting rights.
So DVR is used to protect the interest of promoters.
It is used to protect the interest of promoters. How exactly?
Like if you issue shares to public,
Hmm.
the majority shareholding goes to public. So promoters has no right to do anything there.
Correct. Yes. So what he said is what? Now whenever Akash Ambani, Anant Ambani and all, when Mukesh Ambani wanted to appoint his own children, I said no. It is his company. But I am saying no. Why? I am a shareholder. I have a right to vote. Now Vignesh says no, sir. They have a right to whatever they want. They can do. Okay, then why did you give me share then? I have a right to vote. I will vote. Now the thing is, I have a share. How many shares? Let us imagine I have 10 shares. I went and said I don't want them to be appointed. But my votes were 10 votes. Will the 10 votes make any difference? The answer is don't even think of it. Sir, you don't know, sir, in Indian system, if everyone thinks like that, then that will not work. Now people like me, more such people should come, then it will make difference. Nothing it will make. It will not make any difference because in Reliance people, the public shareholding is 27%. That's the public shareholding. That means what? Rest of the 73%, who is having it? Promoters. What will you do, da? 73% is with them. What will you do? So they will definitely get majority. Now what happened with me? I went into depression. Then there is no respect. Huh? No respect. You call me for a meeting and I vote and you still appoint? Sam, no respect. Now people, what did they do? Mukesh Ambani heard me. Mukesh Ambani says, okay, let us design one share for you. Please come, sir. Please don't boycott us. And the share Mukesh Ambani ji Allah, actually Tata ji invented, Ratan Tata invented, that share is called as DVR share. What do you mean by DVR share? Anyways, see, I want to participate, but my votes are nowhere predominant. I cannot make any difference. But I still want equity because you want capital appreciation. And I also want to be called as a owner of the company. That's how equity shareholder works. Now, to satisfy all these needs, they came up with one instrument called as DVR. Now, what do you mean by DVR? It's an equity share only. That's why it is coming under equity. But the tagline you have given is differential voting right. What do you mean by differential voting right? If it's a normal share, I will have one share is equal to one vote. If I have 10 shares, that means I have 10 votes. But DVR people gives you more benefit. What do? They give you 10 shares and they give you 2 votes or 1 vote. Are you getting benefited or not? Yes or no? 10 share 2. What more benefit you want? Okay. Now remember, here also my 10 votes made no difference. Huh? Waste only, no. Now, here also 2 votes, waste only. Both are waste only. But for giving me 2 votes, they reduced my voting, right? They will compensate it by giving more dividend. Here, I might have got, if I have 10 shares, I might have got 10 rupees as dividend. But here, I might be entitled for 15 rupees as dividend. So, when compared to a normal equity shareholder, I will have an entitlement to get more dividend. And that's why we call such people as equity shares with differential voting rights. The first company to do it in 2008 was Tata's. In 2024, not even 24, 25 only, this year only, Tata's felt it is not at all right for us to have both the shares because whenever you list securities, there it comes with a lot of compliance cost. You need to pay stock exchanges rent for 2 securities. Why? And there are many such scenarios, lot of internal decisions as well. They felt it is not right for us to have both. It is not needed. It is not needed. It is not needed. If you guys remember Companies Act, I have a question for you guys. Can I convert my DVR into equity? No. Remember, I had some X number of DVR shares. I had X number of DVR shares. In its place, I got Tata Motor normal equity shares. And what is this purpose called? Don't you think this is what happened? And we wrote clearly prohibited. You cannot convert DVR into equity, equity into DVR. We wrote it, no? It happened. Yeah, no respect. Then why did we study all this? Remember, illa. The thing is, they went to tribunal under compromise and arrangements. Section 230 to 232. Tribunal gave them an approval. You can go ahead with conversion. Because tribunal gave an order, this particular thing overruled the section. Tribunal said you have a right to do it, and that's why this particular thing was possible. Understood? But in fact, in reality, that is what happened. Whoever had DVR share got normal equity share. I only got it. For every 7 shares, I forgot, 7 shares of DVR, you got 1 equity share of Tata Motors. Sir, so any other company issued DVR? In history, we have 2 companies that have issued DVR. One is Tata Motors. Today, they are no longer having DVR. One more is Future Group. What is it? Reliance Allada. Today, they are Reliance, Big Bazaar, Hometown, Nilgiris, and what is it? Show Brand Factory. What else I can tell you? Brand Factory, Central Mall. I don't know. So all of that has now been rebranded with Reliance because they could not pay some debt. So they acquired all the assets and everything of Future Group. Future Group was also one of the company to issue DVRs. Understood this whole concept? One is normal share, one is DVR share. Any doubts here? No? Okay. Okay, done. Normal voting shares and differential voting shares. Normal voting shares. Normal voting rights. So, what are the rights of these shareholders? Rights of the shareholders. The rights are given under two things. One is Companies Act and one as per SEBI. As per Companies Act and next one is as per SEBI. Right of SEBI LODR only. Companies Act 2013 as per SEBI LODR 2015. Normal voting rights, the rights of shareholder as per Companies Act as per LODR. Whatever we discussed only, that's the same. They have rights given under both. They have rights given under Companies Act also. They have given rights under LODR also. Yes. Why do we have the same topic under two laws? Which one should a company follow? Should they follow Companies Act or LODR? If you are a private company or an unlisted public company, you will follow Companies Act alone. If you are a listed company or a company in the process of listing, they will follow SEBI LODR as well as Companies Act. But whenever there is a conflict, you need to follow SEBI laws only. Whenever there is a conflict between general laws and specific laws, always a specific law will prevail. So SEBI is a specific law. Clear, huh? Hello? What are the rights and all? You want to see one, sir? No, sir. Adala yen, sir. We are experienced now, sir. Idralalla. Okay. See, what are the rights? The right to vote, correct? Huh? Right to subscribe shares of the company, also called as further issue, also called as preemptive rights, also called as rights issue. It's called rights issue. What do you mean by rights issue? So if I am already a shareholder, now imagine if I am a shareholder of Reliance, if Reliance wants to raise more money, before asking outsiders, they will ask already existing shareholders. People, we want other 10 crore rupees. Do you guys want to invest more? If you say no, then we will ask the outsiders. So whenever a company asks its existing shareholders, if you want to invest more money, that option is always called as rights issue. It's your right. That's why it's called rights issue. Clear? I'm telling all this on a layman's terminology. In depth you will be seeing in Companies Act. Clear? Right to appoint proxy. Proxy means when I don't go to the meeting, I can send someone else on my behalf. That's a right, proxy. Right to receive accounts, financial statements. Right to receive notice of the meeting. They will call you. You have a right to get the notice. Right to inspect registers. Right to request for a meeting. So I want to discuss something. Can I go and request the company? Can you please conduct a meeting? I have something to discuss. Can we do it? Yes, possible. But minimum number and all that is prescribed. One person having just one share or one person cannot go and just request for a meeting. There are minimum requirements. But do we have an option? The answer is yes. You can go and request the company to conduct a meeting. That is your right. Agreed? Yes. This is as per Companies Act. Next one is as per LODR. As per LODR, you want to write down, huh? If they ask, okay, just write down on the basic points. As per LODR, what is your rights? I don't think they will ask you as per Companies Act. The chances of asking as per SEBI only is more. So write down some 5 points there. As per LODR, you have a right to participate. Right to participate in decisions involving fundamental corporate changes right to participate, same thing, right to participate and vote in general meeting. The same thing is for this term, and vote in general meeting. Right to participate and vote in general meeting. Right to be informed. Right to be informed of rules on voting procedures. Question board of directors. Question board of directors in a meeting. Participate in key corporate decisions. Participate in key corporate decisions. Addressing shareholder grievances. Addressing shareholder grievances. Addressing shareholder grievances. Protection of minority shareholders. Protection of minority shareholders from abusive actions. From abusive actions. From abusive actions. This is as per SEBI LODR. Right to participate in decisions involving fundamental corporate changes. It can be mergers, amalgamation, internal reconstruction. You have a option to, you have a right to attend that. You have a right to attend and vote in general meeting. Right to be informed on rules of voting procedures, how to vote, e-voting, all that you have a right. Question the board of directors in a meeting. You have a right to question. You have to attend some meeting. You will get to know. They will grill you only. Participate in key corporate decisions. Key corporate decisions can happen. Again, merger amalgamation. That is also one of the key corporate decisions. And as the case may be. Addressing shareholder grievances. That is, if I have any problem. If you guys have studied stakeholder relationship committees. So if you are a listed company, you have to form a committee. So if as a shareholder, if I have any problem, I will write down for your help desk, customer care, whatever you say. I have a right to be heard. If I have a question, I'll write it to you. You have to resolve my issues. That is what they're telling you. Next one, protection of minority shareholders from abusive actions. What do you mean by that? Now in Reliance, Mukesh Ambani's entire family put together will have 60%. Now, what if they drive the company in such a way that they're doing everything for their own personal benefit or family's benefit? Then what about us? So, if they are taking any decisions where the minority people are suffering, then SEBI will come in and say that no, they have a right as much as majority. They also have a right to be heard. If at all you are doing anything wrong to them, I will reverse your decisions. SEBI has a right, they will come and intervene. This right is there in Companies Act also. You guys have studied in Prevention of Oppression and Mismanagement, same topic. Agreed? Yes? Okay, now DVR, differential voting rights. What are the rights they have? They are given more on a regulatory compliance. This is again Companies Act only. To issue DVR, shares, it must be authorized by articles. It must be authorized by articles of association. What is the maximum DVR you can issue? Maximum DVR that a company can issue, 74% of, or maximum DVR that a company can issue, it shall not exceed 74 percentage of total voting power at any point of time. At any point of time. Third one, authorized by passing ordinary resolution, no default in filing annual returns or financial statements in last 3 years, repayment of matured deposits or declared dividends, repayment of term loans, statutory dues of employees, note, company can issue DVR after 5 years from end of from the end of year in which default was made good. Default was made good. Next, not penalized by court or tribunal in last 3 years under RBI, SEBI, SCRA and FEMA Acts. RBI, SEBI, SCRA. SCRA is nothing but Securities Contract Regulation Act. We have the chapter. Next one is FEMA. Under these four acts or any such similar act, you should not be penalized in the last 3 years. If you satisfy this, then you can issue DVR. Simple, huh? Hello? Yes. So if a company satisfy all this, you can issue DVR. So concentrate. What are they trying to tell? Now imagine if Reliance or Tata Motors wants to issue DVR. What should they do? The first thing, people, their articles of association, meaning an internal document of the company. In that, there should not be any restriction. It should allow you to issue DVR. If it is allowing you to issue DVR, then go ahead. If not, you need to change your articles and only then you will be able to issue DVR. That's the first thing. Second one, you need to pass an ordinary resolution. What do you mean by ordinary resolution? Simple majority, meaning I will call all of you for a meeting. I will ask, dear shareholders, is it okay if we issue the new shares? We want money. Is it okay if we issue this new shares as DVR shares and not normal shares? Are you guys okay with it? Now imagine now 20 of you, 25 of you are there. Now I need simple majority. What do you mean by that? Now let us imagine 20 of you are there. I need to get 11 people's approval. If 11 people say yes, I call it as ordinary resolution. I can go ahead, I can issue DVR shares. So first is articles, next one is ordinary resolution. Okay. The third thing, the company's track record should be good. What do you mean by track record? You should have not been, in a blacklist for anything. What do you mean by that? First one, say for example, there are 2 documents which a company has to mandatorily, it has to prepare, it has to file it every year. You have to give it to your shareholders, you have to give it to various authorities. 2 documents, mandatory. One is called as financial statements, another one is called as annual returns. One speaks about only numbers in the company, one speaks about non-financial matters. Like, imagine if you guys have received any notices from various authorities, that has to be mentioned in this annual return. So you summarize everything, you file it with your registrars, basically regulator. They should know what is happening in the company, and anyone wants, they can download this. So this has to be filed by every company, mandatory. One is annual return, one is financial statements. If a company has not filed it, people, if they have made any default in the last 3 years, then I cannot issue DVR. So imagine I have made a default in 2023-24. I cannot issue DVR for 3 years. So in my last 3 years, my record has to be clean. Then I can issue DVR in this year. Is this clear? Okay, next one. Repayment of mature deposits and declared dividends. We have taken deposits, FDs, RDs, but on due date we did not repay them. Again, I cannot issue DVR. We have declared dividend in the meetings. We said we will give you 10 rupees, but we did not pay that. If there is a default, you cannot issue DVR. Next one, you have taken loans from the banks, you did not repay, you cannot go for DVR. Next one, statutory dues of employees, provident fund, their salaries, that only you have not paid. You cannot issue DVR. Sir, Now let us imagine we did not repay the loan in 2024. In 2025 we repaid the loan. Still can we not issue DVR? You can issue DVR, provided, remember, if you have made a default in these three things. Which one? Deposits, loan, employees. These three conditions. If you have made a default, you have to first correct the default. Meaning you did not repay the loan, no. First repay the loan. Once you repay the loan, 5 years cool off period will be there. Let us imagine we had to repay the loan in the year 24. We did not pay. In the year 2025, let us imagine on 1st October 2025, we repaid this loan. Wait for this year to end. When will the year end? 31st March 2026. From here, count 5 years. That will be 27, 28, 29, 30. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from 1st April 2031, I can issue DVR. That's how you need to calculate this. Understood? Whenever you make good the default, from the year end of that particular year, 5 years you need to wait. That will be your cool off period. After that you can issue DVR. Clear? This is clear all of you? Okay, next one. That is a note. And last one, sir, you should not be penalized by any court or tribunal in the last 3 years under RBI, SEBI, SCRA, FEMA, under all these acts. They should have not been even a monetary penalty or even an imprisonment, whatever. You should have not been punished. If you are punished in the last 3 years, you cannot go for DVR. That means nothing but in the last 3 years, my record has to be clean. If it is clean, I can go for DVR. If not, I cannot go for DVR. Simple. All of you, any doubts in this DVR? Hello? Pakka? Okay. Let's go for a break and come on. What time you guys are ready to take break? Obviously, we will take 6 only. 6 only, Yen change agilla. 1 break or 2 breaks? My God. Oh, I can increase, okay. I go for a break, 2 breaks only, 20 and 10. We'll see. Okay, go for a break, 20 minutes, come back. Hello, namge helro joko. Vishnu, tell us also da. You are commenting on what happened to your cover? It looks like color is not good. Cringe. Oh. Okay, Banri Guru. By your behno, Keldri. So what were we doing, people? Types of instruments. Sir, I also failed. Hey, in marathon naditidya. Who not failed and I also failed and Okay. Then work towards it. How many of you will pass this attempt? Ayyappa. Photo tekkolla. I'll take one photo as a proof. Give something. Let us do it like this. If all of you pass, you tell me where treat is mine. Why local? Think big. Bangkok, Thailand, where? You tell me why local? Think Dubai. Okay. Okay. Even air ticket is also mine only. Okay. All of you also mine only. All of them have to pass. That's what is the contract now. I asked how many of you will pass. You said all. I said okay, all of you pass then. Including cab fare to reach to airport. Only if you eat anything, everything will be sponsored by me. Just one. I'm telling all of this I'll do. One thing all of you can't pass. That's all. That's all. Contract is done. Okay, na? Okay. When we shall we meet? August 25th. 5 o'clock we can all come, because I know after the result until 4 o'clock you guys will be all celebrating and all that. No? Okay. Tilda? What if you don't pass? Now that tell me. Pass okay. We'll, we'll come to ArivuPro, we'll give money. Why tension? Huh? Okay. No, this I am giving you, da. What will I get? Tell me. What is the contract? We'll take think and tell. Fuck. Okay. Next batch, sir. What if, sir? June illa December illa June. It keeps happening. Be optimistic in life. Sir, I'm already in Dubai. Hey, country. We have international students also. You're actually from Dubai? Huh? Another video. Sam, ee kalla. Okay. Yes, people. Staying in Dubai only, sir. Oh. Sam is asking what is the time there. Sam, I told. Nice. Why CS from Dubai? What is the nice order? Why is Dubai CS and all? What is the reason? Aparna is from Dubai. She's attending the class from Dubai only. It seems. ನೀವು ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ದಮ್ ಅಪರ್ಣ ಓಕೆ on Matthew we should see whether he is still there or not. He would have left. Hey Matthew, there. Okay. Okay. You are here. Break, no, you will be there. Madhyala last question. That time you will be roaming somewhere here and there. Okay. Okay. Yes, people. Right, the next one. Second one. What is the next one? The preference share. Should we write it? You right, sir? We paid no. Then discount kotra. Did you give us discount? No. Then right. Sorry, Sam. Preference share. What is preference share? Section 55. What is preference share? What is preference share? Other than equity is called preference. Okay, but in reality, does anyone use preference share? We have seen it in theoretical. In reality, do they issue? Just for your information, whatever shares that are issued on Shark Tank, majority will be a preference shares. Did you know that? It's also called as priority shares in industry. What does Shark Tank say? They will say, no, first I will take money and then you take money. They will say, I need a fixed component of royalty. Shark Tank episodes you guys see, right? So what is the Shark Tank judges saying? I need first my money to get back and then you take your money back. The terms what they speak, they will say we need this right. They will say we need this much of return every year. Now don't you think compared to the other shareholder there, the person was, I hope all of you see Shark Tank, because if yes, I can speak on those grounds. You see? Then Andu? No. ನೀನ್ ಚಿಕ್ಕವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನೋಡು ಅಂತ. Yes. So I'm saying in Shark Tank, whatever shares they use, that is called preference shares only. They will say before you get something, I want to take back my money. I need to get a fixed return of this much every year. That is only called preference share. Even though they say I need 1% of equity, some shares they will say this is what will be my terms. They will say we want preference. Getting the point? Hello? Pakka? Yes. Not everything. I'm saying if you guys see some episodes, you will see preference shares also being issued in Shark Tank. Okay, so what is preference share? Generally, there are two types of share. One is equity. One is preference. Equity is nothing but they will by default have a right to vote on everything. But preference shares will not have a right to vote on everything by default. But they will always enjoy something called as fixed dividend every year. Now, that's the only difference between your equity and preference. And why do we give the name called preference to them? Because we are giving them a priority. Priority in what? Priority in two things. The first one is whenever there is repayment of capital, we will first give back money to the preference shareholders. If we still have something left, that we will give it to equity shareholders. So first we will give back to the preference shareholders. First you take back your money, sir, you go home. If still money is left, equity shareholders will take. So you are getting a priority. You are getting a preference. So they are called preference shares. Second one, what else they will get a priority in? Whenever dividends are being paid, first the dividend will be paid to the preference shareholders. If still money is left, equity shareholders will be paid. So they get a priority in two things. One is for repaying dividend, second one is repaying capital during the time of winding up. First they will pay preference and then they will pay equity. Sir, and does preference shareholders have right to vote? The answer is yes or no? In general, no. But whenever there is any decision that concerns them as a preference shareholder, for example, their preferential dividend percentage wants to be changed. We said 9% we will pay. We are saying going forward we will pay 8%. It is directly affecting you. Then I need to take your approval. So in that case, preference shareholders will have a right to vote. Winding up of the company, voluntary winding up. Equity shareholders also can vote. Preference shareholders can also vote. Capital reduction. Reducing of your capital. Equity also can vote. Preference also can vote. Hello? Pakka? Sir, apart from these three things, can preference shareholders vote in any other thing? For example, appointment of director, can they vote? Adoption of accounts, can they vote? So, if it does not concern me, I cannot vote. If it concerns me, I can vote. So, these three things you can vote. Any other thing you cannot vote. But sir, remember, a company has to always pay the dividend every year. It has to pay. What if we don't repay? What if we don't pay a dividend for 1 year? It's okay, they will pay the next year. What if they don't pay the dividend for 2 consecutive years? Then the preference shareholders will get a right to vote on all the resolutions that are passed in the meeting, just like a equity shareholder. Now after this, the law is silent. Meaning, sir, what if the 2 years dividend is paid later? Will the right to vote continue? Law is silent on that. We use interpretation of statutes and we say the intention of the lawmaker is to give you a compensation. Because you did not get dividend, I am giving you a right to vote. Once you got the dividend, then why do you need the right to vote again? You will get both now. So we are using interpretation of statutes and saying that no, once the dividend is paid back, preference shares will not enjoy voting rights. Clear? All of you? Pakka? Yes? Okay. Write down. Preference shares. You want to write down? Hello? You want to write down? Huh? Yes sir, are you? Sir, now over alla. Write down. Generally, I am not telling anything controversial statement, but in your exams there will be zero influence. Just studying second module is also good. There is no problem. But ICSI says always go from 1 to 2. Meaning module 1 to module 2. The reason is for you guys, now I am saying this. Let us imagine you are doing self-study. Preference share is there in company law. DVR is there in company law. Now whatever we are discussing is there in company law. Has the book given you more about it? They will also give only in the face of it. Examples and all will be there in company law only. And where have they prescribed? In the ICSI prospectus they have prescribed that the right order is this. Yes, but I'm not saying that it will influence your results and all. Absolutely no. But I'm saying this will be the little difference. Yeah. Now for me also what happens? I can, if I go in detail, if I don't go in detail, what to do? Yes or no? Abdul says, what sir, same preferential you're telling me since my childhood. Okay, right on. Preferentials. Are you writing 3?
They ask from other groups like from this one.
Company like here and there, they will hangge on datti idtare hinge. They will. Buyback and all, there is chances. Yes.
Setting up, they ask about that SC,
Yes.
GST.
Yes, yes. They will. All chances are there. Clear? Okay. Right, next one. Preferential. They enjoy priority in ECIPL is completely done. Everything is done. So where do you guys stand? You guys are also done with it? ECIPL is one paper where, of course, you would have got enough from whatever you guys would have attended in the class. But I'm saying, in addition to that, it's going to be, I would say, at least 70% it's going to be a direct paper. It is voluminous to read. But the questions you guys will be able to tackle it easily. Remember that. ECIPL you might find it voluminous. Put a little effort. It will be, most of it will be a direct paper. So you can easily handle. Why am I saying that? Comparatively, if you guys are good at ECIPL, which most of the students will not be good at. So if you guys can be good at ECIPL, it will help you a lot in aggregate. Whoever passed all subjects but failed due to aggregate will be able to connect to what I am saying. Anyone passed all and failed in aggregate? Anyone? Roshan, literally Papa. What is the score at 200 and?
20 from 19.
I heard little more only, 228. In JGL he got 39. And in all the papers I think 55, 58 and all. 58, 59 and all. 1 mark. Now you will know the value. 1 mark. He has to write all 4 again. There is no concept of revaluation. 1 mark. You have to write. You don't have a choice. His total is what? 214, is it? 214. What do we do? Now if you actually think that, imagine day of the exam, if you could tell yourself, just write, do not give up. That's what one thing I always say, don't give up. You give up before the exams, I'm okay. Don't give up in the exams. If you have started writing one paper, complete all the papers. Your first subject might have gone good. Your second subject would have been bad. Do not stop yourself from going to the third subject. I always say, until it is done, it is not done. You still have a chance. If you guys are supporters of RCB, I need not tell you. Sorry, Ella. Yes or no? Until it is done, it is not done. That last match is only we will qualify or we will go out. So, do not give up. You still have a chance. And remember, when you're in exam hall, you'll feel, I'm done, my hand is aching, I tried my best and I'm done. One question, just somewhere, something would have worked, 1 mark. And trust me, the pain of seeing the book again. When we are telling company law, I told you, the pain of seeing a topic which you know and again having to read it, you can't express it. Your mind says, imagine you are reading a concept called buyback. Your mind says, hey, you know it, Noda. But reality says you need to read. Because you know, you would have understood, but you need to read everything. And that is what is that mindset you need to play with. So that's why I always say, Remember, this is my theory. When you try, your first attempt should be your best attempt. Your first attempt will never come back. I'm saying it's not, I'm saying it's absolutely okay to give a second attempt, it's absolutely fine. I'm saying the mind you have for the first will not be the same for second. Second, your mind will do the cooking, stress, pressure, society, parents, marriage, illa? Girlfriend is waiting, illa? No? Okay. So all that pressures will come. Nandu, no? What age you'll get married? After executive only, no? After executive or before executive? After only. Professional he is not saying now. Who professional will come in life, sir. Marriage will first marriage and then professional. Correct. That's a good theory actually. Ek mat do tukda. Okay. So now for that to happen, this should happen. Yes or no? Yes or no? Da? He's saying yes. Yes, sir. Okay. So that's one thing. Always follow. I don't know if I've told this to you guys in the class or not. Had I told you my first attempt? I think I've told you. So it will make so much of difference. And never give up your first attempt. That's where the mind will play its game. This is for people who are giving the first attempt. Make the maximum benefit out of it. Give your best. Do not give up that first one. After that, the mind takes its turns. It says you're reading it for the second time. The world is judging you. Age is ticking. Everything. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know. CS executive, we will only see people. I'll not say only. If the class is of say 10, 7 or 8 people will be doing it after degree only. Now you only take this. Let us do that. Let us do a math. How many of you are done with your degree? See, that's how CS executive works. We have another route also, no? CSET plus executive. Doesn't you go across India? You go to Lakshadweep also and see. This is only will be the scenario. People with CSET and CS executive, that number is less. Why I'm saying this particular thing is, a person with CSET plus executive, the pressure is not there because their age is still 17, 18, 19. Namdu, don't ask. Once 21 means hum doni saath hai. Yes or no? No controversy. Hey, no. Hey, no, I didn't. Yes or no? Ashwin can come for bat. Sorry, no controversy in that. Okay. So, that pressure will definitely come in. That too, one is okay. One, two, it will go. You will understand. The moment you hit 23 people, your batchmates will start uploading. They are settled. They will be settling in Singapore. We will be in SG Palya. Cheese. Somewhere will be rotating here only. So it will influence. Don't you think age will have a factor? It will play a huge role. It will play a huge role in your decision making. You will start feeling, should I do or should I not do? That's why I'm saying today it might create some stress. It might create a little disharmony amongst you. It's okay. Put that 18 hours, 15 hours, whatever you can put, because I'm coming on the last 60th day. And I still say you guys are late only. I know. What is your current status with current subjects? I generally tell this. If you have not done anything in the full year, then don't do anything on the last day. Result won't change. If you've done everything in the last 1 year, last 1 day also you need not have to worry because the result won't change. So that last day's thing might work for every other course. I'm not saying here also there might be people. I know there are brainies. I'm not denying the fact. but the numbers will be less. And I'll tell you one of the biggest problems. You guys are all daydreamers. You guys are so talented. You can have the book in front of you, yet you won't study, but you feel I've studied. You say, I've been sitting in front of the book for 2 hours. I will say, you've been sitting in the front of the book for 2 hours. How many hours have you been seeing the book? Happens. It's a story of all of us. Your maximum paragraph reading ability is 5 minutes. That's the statistics. Once you read a paragraph, you will check your notification. Paragraph, I'm saying, forget about a page. Vishnu is like, I studied one paragraph. Hey, that fellow, my God, he's just studying. Hey, yes or not, Vishnu? Sir. I'm saying this is where our mind is playing the games. And how do you guys tackle it? So, try to do something, sir. You guys have to inculcate those habits. If possible, stay away from social media. Sam is like, you stay away, sir. Huh? You're saying me. Oh, sorry, no hard feelings. Okay, sorry. Sam is like, let me stay, huh? You stay, sir. Oh, you're saying me. How dare you, sir? Sorry, Sam. I'm extremely sorry. But if possible, I'm saying in the world of distraction, you're adding the distractions more. You guys are so talented that one lizard can go here. You guys will think of it for half an hour. How did it come? All the windows are closed. No. How can this small lizard make such big noise? Everything will come for you. You guys will become biological students. So that's how your mind can just divert. I'm saying do not let that happen. Be very strong in fundamentals. Build a very strong, robust fundamentals. I used to tell you, right? See, initial few days, your degree will add value to you. As you grow, you should add value to your degree. Just sit and try to understand the words I said. You will understand where you guys have to aim for. I'm saying you guys are all thinking, okay, CS, okay, done. I'm saying CS you will become. Add value to the profession. Because of you, people should say, okay, oh, he's a CS. Because of you, they should give more respect to CS. And that's where you guys have to drive towards. And that's what I say, do not become that unsettled souls. Today or tomorrow, somehow you guys will become CS. After that, in the world of 85,000 company secretaries, how different are you? These questions has to constantly, keep pushing you. Do more. And this is the age. When I say do more, I'm not saying do everything. Some things. Yeah? Try to do that. There are so many things you can do alternatively along with CS. Do that. It can be as simple as how good are you guys with Excel? Excel can really reduce your, I'm saying your productivity will be increased. Your the time you spend to work on something, Excel can bring it down by 1x, 2x, 3x. If you take 3 hours, Excel can make you do it in 1 hour, but we need to know it to that level. Excel, I'm saying. People will ask me, sir, what market courses I can do? You do Excel. I'm not saying don't go to any academy and don't burn your money. Open YouTube. More than sufficient. You will become Excel proficient. And second thing, these processes takes time. Do not think to learn everything on day one. That's where you guys will get demotivated. You will judge everything on day one. Yes or no? So go towards that. Yes. So do more. Do more. When you write, you should say, sir, I passed, sir. Result we will see. But I passed. That should be the confidence. The day you write that attempt, that is what is your attempt. For that, You have to go that way. How does our mind say on the day of the exam? Ayyo, I left the 16th chapter. What if the questions come from that chapter only? That's all. Your mind only did the math. Whatever you know also will go. Don't do that. And reality check. Always, constantly, I'm telling, write and practice. Randomly take a paper. Download from your ICSI guideline answer only. Download. Start writing. Why do you need someone? There is already an answer suggested by ICSI. Compare. Where do you stand versus what are they expecting from you? Compare. Easiest way to assess, right? So start doing those things. Yes? No, Bariri, preference share. Payment of dividend. Next one, repayment of capital. Repayment of capital during winding up. They have a right to vote. They have a right to vote only on matters affecting interest or winding up or reduction of capital or reduction of capital. Or reduction of capital. Third one. However, if preference dividend is not paid for 2 consecutive years, they shall have a right to vote. They shall have a right to vote in all the meetings at par with equity shareholders. At par with equity shareholders. Clear? Preference shares? Any doubt? This is what we just saw. Right on. Third one. Debentures. Debentures. Where is Roshanda? He's not. Ye batch not feeling well on day one. Da? Okay. Huh? It is a debt instrument. It is a debt instrument. 2 points. It is a debt instrument, either redeemable or convertible into equity or convertible into equity at the time of maturity at the time of maturity at the time of maturity they do not carry voting rights. They do not carry voting rights. What are the different types of debentures and all? Convertible debentures. What do you mean by convertible debentures? Upon the maturity, imagine if at all they have issued it for 5 years. Upon maturity, the debentures gets converted to equity shares. That's considered as convertible debentures. Next one is non-convertible. If it is non-convertible, that means upon the maturity, then I'm saying that I'll be repaying it to you. So one is after 5 years, I have an option to convert debentures to equity. Next one is after 5 years, I have an option to redeem it. I will go and give my debentures, I get back my money. That's called as it is called as redeemable preference debentures. Next one is called as what? Secured debentures. What is secured debentures? Secured debentures means whenever there is a collateral to your debt. What do you mean by that? I have given loan to the company. The company says if at all we are not able to repay, then you can take away this land of ours. They give it with a collateral. Then I will call myself as a secured debentures. Unsecured debenture, there is no collateral as such. Partly convertible, I have issued 1 lakh worth of debentures, 40,000 can get converted to equity. Rest of the 60,000 should be redeemed. Optionally convertible, at the option of the debenture holder, you have a right. If you want to convert it to the equity, if not, you will repay it at the option of the debenture holder. These are the different types of debentures. And remember, a debenture will never carry a voting right. It is always equity and in some cases preference. And no other instrument will carry a voting right. Simple, clear, done. Okay, right on next one. Fourth one. FCCB. These were done in FEMA. FCCBs.
Foreign currency conversion.
Foreign currency, was it done? Okay. Can we? Okay. What is FCCB? Foreign currency. Foreign currency convertible bonds. What is FCCB? Write it out, FDI. You had FEMA or not? You have seen this or not? What is FCCB? Sir? Yen sir? Mia sir? No eye contact nobody. Okay, what is FCCB? Whenever a company wants to raise money from foreign country, they will issue something called as a bond. So for example, you can imagine like this, there is a company in India, they want to raise money from foreign market. Now what will they issue? They will issue something called as bond. Now remember, FCCB, you cannot sit today and say, why are they issuing one bond, sir? They can issue some debenture only, no. Our regulations were made in such a way that eventually we have allowed other type of instruments. The first instruments that allowed us to raise money from foreign market was FCCB. That's why we still have it. Today, can we raise it in any other way? Possible. I'm not denying the fact. But this was one of the first ways for an Indian company to raise money from foreign market. So what will they do? They will issue something called as FCCB, Foreign Currency Convertible Bond, where they will issue it to the foreign residents. They will issue it to the foreign residents. So we will raise money in foreign currency. I'm saying it can be dollar, it can be yen, or it can be whatever, euro, pound, everything. You can raise money. I'm just saying foreign currency. So I will issue the security. I will raise money in foreign denomination. Remember, repayment and interest both also will be done in foreign currency only. That's why this bond is called as foreign currency, convertible bond. Why is this? Okay, we understood what is foreign currency. Understood foreign currency? No. We are also raising foreign currency. Repayment also foreign currency. Interest also foreign currency only. Remember, FCCB is a debt instrument. It's a debt. Agreed? Okay, now look at the next two words. Convertible bonds. What do you mean by convertible? That means after the fixed period, imagine after 6 years or after 5 years, as per the maturity that the company has agreed, after that period, the bond gets a right, the holder gets a right to either get the full repayment or he can ask for the equity of the company. Let us imagine the company raising the money is Reliance. I can say after 3 years, I want my entire principal back, or I can ask for equity shares of Reliance. I get an option. Who? The FCCB holder, the bond holder gets an option either to take the shares of the company or to take the money back. I have an option. That's the meaning of convertible bonds. So a bond which allows the company to raise money from foreign market. The principal is in foreign currency. Interest repayment is in foreign currency. At the end of the maturity period, the the bond holder has an option to either convert it into equity shares or redeem it. Meaning you can repay the money back. So you have both the options. Such type of bonds is called as what? Foreign currency convertible bonds. Any doubts? So is clear? Pakka. First of all, my question to you, you guys should ask, why will a company need money from foreign market? You can take it from Indian market only, no? Where are you expanding? India or there? You're expanding globally. Okay, my first question. Then why can't you take money from Indian market only? Okay, to make foreign exchange rates. Interest might be less. Very crucial factors. I've told you in, I don't know, company, I don't know, I've told you. There are some companies which give you loans at, it's called negative interest. What do you mean by that? There will be no interest at all. They will pay you. Japan is one such country. If you take a loan, you will get benefited. There are at least 8 to 10 countries which gives you loan at 0% rate of interest. Why? The country is looking at global development. If you take loan, you will put it into productive usage. I'm not saying every loan. Car loan I'm not saying. I'm saying if it is getting into development, meaning your business loans, they will give you to you 0% or even you will be paid. Like 1%, 0.5% they will pay you. Japan follows this. If you park the money in the bank, you need to pay something called maintenance charges. It is like charging money for your savings. Forget about earning. They'll charge you money for savings because they're taking care of your funds. And it is sitting idle there. We want the money to get into circulation. And that's what they're telling you, do. You imagine a country every 2 years gets hit with a very brutal earthquake. In the next 1 year again they are top. And we are telling a developing country for the last 60 years. Something to get inspired by, right? Actually speaking. That's where leaders and all come into picture. My voice is not clear. Only my voice is clear now. Hello. Is it clear now, da? Is it clear? Okay, done. But understood, yes, So that second one, imagine I want to start one expansion. I want to start one branch outside India. I want to start in US. Now you guys are done with FEMA. You know how difficult it is to take money from India to abroad. RBI doesn't allow you. LRS limits and all you guys have seen. 2.5 lakh. I want beyond that. Why limit? Give me 3 lakh. I have Indian currency. What is your problem to give foreign dollars? You give me, da. It is my earning. I am giving you rupees, da. Give me dollars. Illa. What is the net effect? Foreign reserves will go down. That's why we do not allow or uh, we do not support imports. Why? Or else don't you think it is your money? Import. It is your money. Is RBI paying from its pocket? No, no. Your money is going. Agreed. But foreign reserves of RBI will also go. Like? That's there. What are 3 exceptions? Education, immigration. Provided you need to get approval from.
Provided the extra money that
Now imagine my education. It takes 10 lakh dollars. Should I still take RBI approval? For education, I need 10 lakh dollars. Should I take RBI approval? 10 lakh dollar per year. 1 million.
that university you are getting admission. That gives you the
They give me an approval letter. Should I still take RBI approval? Oh, come on. It's required. Is it required, Vishnu? Tell them. It's required? It's not required. That is what is the 3 exceptions you guys said. But this approval, then whom will you give it to? This letter. They will submit now. To whom? Should you submit the proofs to AD Bank or should you submit the proofs to RBI? AD Bank is sufficient? Huh? Okay, Bunny, Captain Morgan. Okay. Yes, people, AD Bank is sufficient. RBI and all not required. That's what is the 3 exceptions.
From here to Europe, and you have a bank balance here, use a credit card, save money. Why this?
Like?
1 million is close up to 40 to 16 crores. What's the point of taking that much money to for a strategy? More than you can put in a bank and get a nice credit card, limit without any limit, and you can use it over there with 0 markup fee.
Okay, now my question. Is credit card spend considered under LRS? You guys understood credit card thing? ಅಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ಬನ್ನಿ ಗ್ರಾಹಕ್ okay come on people understood this one now so let us see some practical examples so that we'll understand this concept better. QR code, attendance marking and all. Someone sitting here would have sent to Matthew, mark attendance da. Correct, Noda? What do they know how students work? Yes or no? We share only, Noda. Tell da. Yo. For implementing this again some budget and all. I always say, one. Sanjay. Okay.
you can simply join from that ArivuPro Academy, scan from there.
No, I'm saying someone absentees is being shared. No, you don't share the screenshots for QR attendance, the QR code. Oh, sir, we'll tell off everything. Well, secrets. Okay, see here, FCCB. Will anyone do it, sir? I'll tell you one regular customer who keeps on coming for FCCB. Yelly, wait. Okay, so they are listing. So these companies, what are these companies? Kelton, Paisa Low, Do, Reliance Infrastructure, Z Entertainments. They are raising money. They're in the process. You can see in principal stage. That means they're in the process. Okay, there are some people who have already raised and they are in listing stage. Let us see at them. One regular customer we have. Anna bond, Airtel. Every year another 5-6 times he will raise FCCB. Why? Global expansion. Regular customer. See, there is demand. Yes. Not everyone will see it. Not everyone will choose it. Now, why are they doing? They are raising money from foreign markets. Now, because Indian market has a restriction for taking money from India and going abroad, they are raising money from abroad only and spending there. FEMA rules will not apply. If you have read, the exemption is there. For whatever is the money raised abroad, I don't have to comply with that much of FEMA compliances. 2.5 lakh dollars. No, I will not come here. Getting the point? You can see everything. Let us randomly try to take one data. Anna one will take Airtel only. Yeah. Let us see how much money they have raised and what is the conversion rates and all. Company name Airtel. Whom have they issued to? Name of allotee. Can you see there? It's not coming fully. But that Street Asia Trading Limited. Can you see here? Jane Street Asia Trading Limited. They have given FCCBs to these people. Okay, let us see what is the conversion price and all. Currency when they issued 72 rupees per dollar. That's the conversion price. Okay, how many shares? Date of allotment. Okay, total number of shares allotted. Can you see that? How much? 10 lakh? 6,969 is it? 10 lakh 6,009. What is the amount? 51 crore 85 lakh 89,000. That's the amount they raised. Are you getting the point? Now you try to convert it into your dollars and all. Now this much money I should have taken abroad. We are saving that, no. And next thing, forex loss. What is forex loss? I take money, I get it into India, conversion rate will be different. See, when this happened, 72 rupees. Today, as we speak, we are in 85 rupees. Then where did that 13 rupees go? Logically think, when I have to repay 51 crore only. Hello? Okay, let us do one calculation. 51 crore divided by 72. How much da? 51 crore divided by 72. 7 lakh? So, to repay 51 crores, I need to buy, how much da? 7 lakh? 70 lakh 83,000. Let us imagine 70 lakh. What do you mean by that? If at all I need to repay 51 crore rupees, that means I have to buy 70 lakh US dollars. I need to have 70 lakh US dollars. Are you getting the point? That means what? I need to repay 70 lakh US dollars. Can you do 70 lakh into 85? 59 crore. Okay, whatever is amount? 59 crore. 60 crores. So, try to think. In 2014, they raised 70 lakh dollars. We raised it from outside market. We converted. We brought to India. We got 51 crore. Now we need to repay. We need to repay 70 lakh dollar only. Principal is 70 lakh. That is what we raised. That's the loan we need to repay. But for repaying 70 lakhs, today we will not be able to give 51 crore. We need to pay 60 crores for that. Because dollar has inflated. 9 crore is your forex loss. It's a loss. Have you studied something like that? Something with regards to hedging? You have seen hedging? You have seen? Hedging is one of the option to avoid this risk only. You guys have seen hedging? Okay. So understood? Got a fair idea? So this is how FCCB works. Got a clear idea? All of you? Okay. Any doubts? Hello? Okay, Radam. This is foreign investor. money is raised in I hope you guys are able to understand. Money is raised in foreign currency. I'm just writing it like a diagram only, that's all. Instead of Reliance, if you want, write down Indian company. Money is raised in foreign currency. Principal and interest is repaid in foreign currency only. In foreign currency only. After the maturity period, after the maturity period, FCCB holder has an option to redeem or to convert to equity of the company. To convert to equity of the company. Can you explain hedging once? We see we have a concept, we'll see there. Direct to equity. Now ADR GDR is again a different type of instrument, which operationally same only. We'll give you an option to convert only. Earlier, we could not directly issue equities abroad directly. We did not have a provision at all. Now, if you remember in section 23, I made you write explicitly one point, section 23(3). Today you can issue equity shares directly abroad. Law has changed. Earlier that was not the case. You could not directly issue equity. That's why we had different types of instruments back then. Getting the point? Yes? All of you? Any doubt now? Done now? One sec, we'll just see if we have written everything. Redemption. Okay, write down this one point. 25% of FCCB proceeds can be used for general corporate restructuring purpose. Write down this one point. %25 of FCCB proceeds can be used for general corporate restructuring purpose. And write down this also. FCCB proceeds should conform with ECB end-use requirements. This I believe is there in your syllabus, ECB end-use requirements. If you raise money through ECB, what and all you can utilize that loan for? You seen it? Was it there? Oh, Barkoli. Studied, ECB end-use requirements. What is ECB? RCB idiyalla. It's subsidiary company. Hey, subject external commercial borrowings da. Okay, copied. Hello. Copied. Then Akila Bidi. Then okay. So copied. This is called FCCB. Now what is the next concept? FCE. Okay, they did not explain these two. What is this? FCCB issue proceeds need to conform with ECB end use requirements. Nothing but people, whenever a Indian company borrows money, borrow means debt. I hope you guys know the difference between ECB and FDI. FDI you always use it if it is equity. ECB you will always use it if it is debt. So what are they telling here? If at all you are raising money through FCCB, you will have to conform with ECB end use guidelines. What do you mean by that? ECB, external commercial borrowing, whenever you raise loan from abroad, for what and all you can use for, they have given some guidelines in FEMA. That will apply here also, because end of the day debt only, no, bond it is, it's a debt. Hello? That is what they are telling. Next one, 25% of FCCB proceeds can be used for general corporate restructuring. What do you mean by that? Imagine I have taken loan from Indian market. I have taken debt, debentures, 12% rate of interest. I have taken bank loans, 18% rate of interest. Can I take loan from abroad in FCCB form? Can I use that money to repay the Indian loans? They're telling you cannot use the entire money for that. You can use up to 25%, and rest of the 75% should be towards expansion. It should be towards the company's betterment, not towards your restructuring. Are you getting the point? Hello? So this I'm just saying, the example is your debt repayments. Debt repayments or etc. Capital restructuring. 25% is maximum you can use. That means I've raised 1 crore from FCCB. 25 lakh I can use on this. The rest of the 75 lakh should get into expansion or towards business development, but not towards repaying loans and all that. Hello. Pakka. Dana. The next one, people, is called as FCEB. FCEB is also there for you. What is FCEB? Hello? Hello? Foreign currency. Foreign currency exchangeable bond. Same thing, people. There is an Indian company. They will issue some bonds. This bonds is called as FCEB. It is given to the foreign investors. It is given to the foreign investors. Money is raised in foreign currency. Money is raised in foreign currency. Repayment and interest is also in foreign currency. Is also in foreign currency. Upon maturity, it gives a right to gives a right to exchange it with equity shares. Upon maturity, it gives a right to exchange it with equity shares. Such type of instruments is called as foreign currency exchangeable bonds. Hello. Clear? People. So what is FCEB? Understood? Huh? I will issue some instruments. I will raise foreign currency. Upon maturity, you get a right to exchange it with equity. Repayment is also in foreign currency only. Interest is also repaid in foreign currency only. Such type of instruments is called as FCEB. Any doubts? Hello? What is the difference between FCCB and FCEB? One is convert, one is exchange. Beautiful.
No, sir, exchangeable bonds, like they have option for redemption.
Who?
They don't get the equity of the company, but still they get the equity from another company or the subsidiary or some other company related to the company who's bought.
Very nice. What is this, sir? Remember, in the FCCB, you will get the equity of the company that is issuing the share, that is issuing the bond. FCEB, the words used are foreign currency exchangeable bond. What do you mean by that? Let us imagine there is a company called as Edgeworth. The company called as Edgeworth. They issue FCEB and they raise money from foreign market. And the foreigners, we tell you, don't worry, upon 3 years, we will give you the equity shares of our company. The foreign investor says, hey, who wants your equity? Who knows your company? What will I do with your company shares? Edgeworth says, then don't worry, I'll give you one more company share. What is that one more company share? I'll give you Infosys shares. Is it okay? Now the foreigner says, then I'm okay, don't have a problem. Because Infosys I know, it is easily liquidated. You can easily liquidate it and it has listed presence. So for me, I have my own reasons to believe more in Infosys. The question is, why would Infosys agree for this? Remember, for this to work out, they should always be group companies. What do you mean by group companies? They all belong to the same group. Infosys is a holding company of Edgeworth. So what do you mean by group company? For example, let us imagine Future Group issues FCEB. What? Future Group. Now in Future Group, they have the group companies. What is group companies? I told you. Big Bazaar, Nilgiris, Hometown, Central, all these are the group companies. So what will happen for the world? Not all the companies are known. Now you cannot sell your bond outside. Now they want to raise money abroad, but they cannot sell it because no one wants it, because your equity does not have value. Your equity does not have value. No one knows it. Why would someone want your equity? They will say, sir, okay, and do one thing. I will go and speak to one more company in the same group who is a little popular. Are you okay if I give you the option to convert this bond into the equity of that company? Are you okay? He will say, I'm okay. We will go and speak amongst the group companies. If they are also convinced, that is when we will raise money in the form of FCEB. So remember, you will get an option to convert it into an equity share, not of that company. I will write equity shares of offered company. Equity shares of offered company. Technically, issuing company and offered company belong to the same group. Clear? That's the difference between FCCB and FCEB. FCCB, Reliance issues it. You get an option to convert into Reliance only. FCEB, Reliance issues it, but you get an option to exchange it with Jio. You get an option to exchange it with any other Reliance. It can be a Jio or whatever is the scenario. I get an option to buy some other, exchange it to some other shares. That is called as FCEB. Hello. Understood? Pakkana? Yes, sir. This is called as FCEB. Any doubts, sir? Hello. Okay, right on next one. Sixth one. We'll do of idea, or we'll do some easy one. We are doing easy ones only. We'll do some little something which you guys know. Okay, REIT. You guys know? We have already discussed it, right? Okay. What is REIT? So let us do the next two. We'll just see it from the book only because there is a big process. Real estate investment trust. Real estate investment trust. Real estate investment trust. Now what do you mean by REIT? What is REIT? We have seen it in the class. No? What is REIT? We have seen it in the class? Where, sir? Who are you, sir? Okay. Setting officer you had yaru. Okay. What is real estate investment trust? Remember people, how will it work? Imagine there is a trust. There is a trust. Now, as an investor, I want to invest money into, say, land, real estate. I want to invest. Now, someone will ask me, okay, what is your budget? I will say 50,000 rupees. Wait, will not get for 50,000? Is laughing 50? Will not get? Your no respect? 50,000? Only restroom. You get 50,000 restroom, that is actually good. You can start one pay and use toilets. You can, that is actually a profitable venture. People have made it. Okay. Now, we'll not get anything for 50,000? Huh? But don't you think I want to still invest in real estate? Why? Diversification. Now, equity. Sensex and Nifty went underground. Now, what about a person who has only invested in equity throughout his life? Where is diversification? Are you getting it? Risk. Investments are good. What if what you are investing, everything goes down? Diversification is equally good. Now, what do you mean by diversification? Put some money in shares. I'm not denying it. Put some money in mutual funds. Put some money in gold. No matter how much, whatever say, invest. Gold is good only. But not in the form of ornaments. Girls, it has to be digital. Then only it's good. If not, GST making charges is the direct loss you guys incur. Buying gold, GST. Selling gold, GST. Making charges, wastage charges. If you add everything, easily will come to 10-12%. Yes, that's so. Think before you invest. That will not come in the case of bonds, sovereign bonds, but you will get equal appreciation. GST is there. Making is not there. Making is not there, but GST component is there. You can exchange. See, compared to ornaments, biscuits are okay, but GST is there. Sovereign bonds, no GST. Interest is tax free. Yes, so there are advantages. You should know that's all. Okay, and nonetheless, that's fair. That's what I'm saying. You should. Sorry, Nanda. Okay. Now, people, so are you guys understanding? So, diversification works. Now, with this, I come and say, I have 50,000, I want to invest. He still laughs. 50,000, you still can't diversify. Sir, your strategy is good, but for 50,000, you will not get land. So, one day, when Nandu was crying, for 50,000, I was not getting land. That is when Chandramouli came and said, don't worry, we have something called as REITs. What do you mean by a REIT? REIT means it's an instrument which gives you a diversification. It's an investment option just like equity. Where will you guys have heard of mutual funds? What will mutual fund do? Take money from you. They invest into market, capital markets. The same way the REIT, that is a trust, takes money from you. They invest into real estate. So as I said, 50,000 is actually not less. It is way more than what I need to buy some shares, that is some units of land in Bangalore. With 50,000, your life will settle. That many units you can buy in REITs, which will give you appreciation equivalent to real estate. Understood something, huh? For example, I'll tell you how it works. Let us imagine there are a group of people. Now say for example, small investors. Let us take, now I'm a small investor. I have some say 5,000, 10,000 rupees. I'll give my money to this REIT. Like me, lakhs of people will give money to this trust. What will this trust do? If it's a mutual fund, they will invest this in company. Now what will this trust do? This trust will buy land. This trust will buy, probably they will build, what is this called, tech parks. Now all these tech parks are there, no companies, software companies and all there, I will buy the tech park. I will lease out the buildings to big companies. Example, Microsoft. I think some 800 or 9,900 crores is the lease they are paying. 900 crore. So I will do this buying and selling of land with the money you guys are giving. I'll give you best example. You guys know this one, Nexus Select? You guys know? Illa, we'll see. You guys know this. You know this, You have seen this somewhere, Sir, somewhere we'll be here only. Before the class will be somewhere here only. See, you zoom in probably, we'll be there. I understand. Wait, what is this? Mala. Oh, you sorry, I didn't know. Hey, forum Kurmangla Mall. Ille the mall here, it's a Nexus mall. Nexus is a REIT. Sir, so what? You do your math. What does Nexus REIT do? They have taken money from us. Previously, there was forum here. They purchased forum. They purchased the land, the building from forum. Today it is Nexus. Nexus leases it out to various vendors, shops. Rent is coming now. That rent is an income for investors like me. Today Nexus REIT is trading at 127 or 131 rupees per unit. Hello, bhai or behno? Maybe. I don't know. But I always feel diversified. Eventually it is good. But in the short run, if you guys are looking for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years and all, then don't go. REITs always give you benefits in the long run. I'm saying about 4 or 5 years, it is good. Okay, but understood, Now see, what is the traffic? What do you mean by traffic? Sir, in mall also there is traffic. Yes, they're telling 10 million footfalls are there. In a year, 10 million people visit this mall, it seems. What?
Yeah,
That is 100%. I agree that also. But I'm saying, one of the recent thing that was a very big shocker for me, in those malls, there'll be this kids, cars and all, jeeps and all, they'll be going around like that rounds will be there, no? So, my son was going on a ride I was sitting jobless for him to come back. Anyways, the owner was there. I was talking to him. This is one of the mall in Bangalore. So I was generally chatting with him and I was asking how does his revenues and all work. He said the rent they pay, they don't own a shop at all. They just, you know that no ground floor they'll be having the space for going rounds. So they said the rent they pay per month is 7.5 lakhs. Now don't even ask how much will your big stores be paying. 7.5 lakhs and they don't own a piece of land there. Footfalls. Revenue will not say, of course. He said, last month we did not do great. It was a loss for us. We made only 4 lakhs. It is a huge loss we have ever seen. They made 4 lakhs. And if it's a season, he said, in a day they make around 1.2. That's small money. No? Chiller. I'm saying, see? Yes or no? Making good money. So all these comes under REITs. Now, this is what is your diversification. Now, can you buy? Yes, REITs are traded. 2 examples I'll give you in Bangalore only. One is Nexus. One is EGL. For people in Bangalore. Embassy Golf Link, Indranagar. You know? EGL, no? They have given the property to lease on Microsoft and Adobe. Microsoft and Adobe, I have taken lease from there. Imagine the income they get. Now after 5-6 years, now Nexus will even increase in its revenue. They will trade it for even better price for a next person to come in. That's also income only. Sorry, buying and selling. Yes or no? Now they might have purchased at 800, 900,000 crores. We may sell it at 1,400 crores. Everything works in REITs. Understood? Huh? How many stores are there? That's all. And the ball I said is somewhere little outskirts. Forum and all don't touch. Minimum will be 15 lakh, 20 lakh. That's the minimum numbers. I think minimum. You know, in the food court, the small people with one cart and all they'll be having. That itself will be around 5 to 6 lakhs. I'm saying one cart. They'll be selling some sweets or donuts or something like that. Or waffles or cakes, something like that. So one cart will be around 5 to 8 lakhs. Minimum I'm saying. Okay, come back. This is called as REIT. Bio, I hope you guys understood. Tell.
Investment in that train.
Investment in the train. It seems the train, Indian makers are not there. They need to import it from China. So it can stop all of a sudden also it seems. So running cost will always be there. Employee charges, rentals. Now this 3 lakh, that's what they made. Operation cost 2.5 lakh per month. So approximately 10 lakh, they made 3 lakh. So the per month burn was 7 lakh. You should have that cushion. But when they they make profit, they would have made similar profits only. Yes, sir. Understood? Read, okay, ange, see here, same group of people. They again come in. They give money. Now, this trust will now not invest into real estate. They will invest into land Allah. Now they will think high. They want to diversify even more. They will invest into highway projects. They invest into metro. They invest into bridges. They invest into airports. Now what are they doing? This is called as REIT Allah. It is called as INVIT. What do you mean by INVIT? Infrastructure Investment Trust. You wrote examples there only. Illada. Wait da. Understood? What do you mean by INVIT? INVIT means people. Infrastructure Investment Trust. Example is same. Group of people will come and give money to The trust. The trust will now invest money in shares, Allah, in real estate, Allah. They will invest into infrastructure of the country. That is called as people INVIT. Clear? Hello. Pakka. Again one more diversification. Clear? All of you? Yes. Example, what is the income for INVIT? Take example, nice road only. What is nice road? Sir, nice iratal. For people who are not from here, nice road means nice is a company. So that's why popularly it became nice road. It's actually a ring road on outer highway only. The company that built is called as nice. I think Nandi Infrastructure Corporation Enterprise something is there. CCL is there, no? Karnataka Bulldozers. The owners of them is nice only. Nice company. So, now what is the income? Hey, income da fast tag 1 second 350 rupees ano. Double the income. Why da dreamless? Why da you're behind the train and car? 1 second fast tag ano. Hinde in the beep. Hey, go fast da. Look at the revenue. Look at the revenue. Yes or no? And that's the money. Now Vishnu says, sir, come sir, we'll build one in Kurmangla. Now people remember, it comes with a huge cost. In building one road, there is a cost. One Jillikal Nalak hing haakbittu. Anyways, we'll not put full. Hey, edit. Anyways, we'll leave some potholes. The potholes will be 5-6 kilometers. Remaining, if we put off, we can make one road, no? It's a good business only, no? All of us can start. That's all, no? Remember people, it's not that easy. Why? Nice road. The nice road is there, no? Even today, as we speak, there are controversies, legal litigations still going on. Why? Land acquisition. Road, okay. Tar has no cost, but land has a cost. You need to pay it. Who will give you the money? 44,000 acres was the initial investment of NICE. 1 acre in Bangalore, inside Bangalore is easily some 10 crore, 10 to 12 crore. That is how much? Only 44,000 acres. That much money we will definitely have it. Yes or no? What is the return? It's a good return. Yes, I think I told in company life, is it? In Bihar, there was one. I told, huh?
Everything, sir.
No, Bihar, they have set up very beautiful business. Now FASTag is there. Before FASTag, cash, no. In Bihar, for 10 years, they have set up a toll, fake toll. The group of people from that place, that nearby village, they have set up one, they have built a literal toll gate. They have invested around 2 lakh it seems for that building, and they have received money for 10.5 years as toll. And when FASTag came, they got to know that the authorities, they do not have the right. And then when they did the research, they got to know that it's a fake one. It's built by the private people there. 10.5 years. So millions of money they have raised. India is not for beginners, bro. We have many investment options. Yeah, in Chennai, that fake SBI bank also they have set up. How can you think that? Chennai, 3 days or 2 days, but they got to know very early. But 3 days, they have set up a complete fake SBI branch. They have taken deposits. Fake bank. And see how much, they have the guts, that's all. What else we can say? Okay, clear, huh? Hello. It's called as real estate investment and the investment trust. Okay. Ma'am?
I said you that some real estate brokers and all, so they have kind of made a fake bridge, started making bridge to inflate the price of the surrounding area.
Wow. What an idea, huh? Actually a good idea. Actually, I mean, impressed.
It was also kind of 2 lakh or some 5 lakh investment.
I love it. We have to encourage it. Okay. Now see here, REIT. What are the benefits of REIT? They can ask you this question. Less capital intensive, correct? Huh? 500 rupees is also sufficient. Correct? No? But still you can invest in land. Good only, no? Actually, if you look at it, it's wonderful. Why? Do you have the headache of legal litigation? Is it on you? No. Diversified only, no? And in my 50,000, not everything goes into one land. Imagine if something happens also. The 50,000 is diversified. It is spread across in many projects. Not everything will fail, no? That's why it's always good. Suitable for small investors. Transparency are listed. I told you, you can open Nexus. I don't know today, it's been a long time. I think it's 120, 130 only. Nexus, select share price. Did we get? No. How much? 128. Transparency. What better transparency you want? Everything is there, no? Listed. Hello? Assured dividends. Yes or no? The best part is, it is tax free. Versus you are done with your LTCJ, STCJ, capital gains. Fast capital appreciation. Correct? Compared real estate, again diversification only, no? Easy to buy. In one day you can buy. Imagine you want to buy actual land. How much of research you will do? Good or bad? It's a good one. Yes, REITs are similar to mutual funds and shares. They provide income by way of dividend and capital appreciation. Return will also be there. Capital appreciation also will be there. Because I told you, when I first saw this Nexus REIT, it was being traded at 62 rupees or 65 rupees. Today, it went to 151 also. Because of again market only, even that is 121. Look at the number that has fallen. 20 rupees it has fallen. Rest of the companies are biddy. Yes or no? See? Okay, strong fundamentals. Next one, Invita. What is Invita? Another trust. Invit, read can we refer from here? This one? ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವೇ? 10th topic. First chapter, 10th topic. Okay, okay. 7th one. Write on, yaad barana. Invit will write, word of invit. In this one we can save some time, or invit also we'll see from here only. Hello. Infrastructure Investment Trust. Okay, right of Infrastructure Investment Trust. Okay, right on. Invit. At what age did you start investing? I think year of 2021. Infrastructure Investment Trust. Tilda. Salmon. Infrastructure Investment Trust. Infrastructure Investment Trust. Meaning, it is a pooled fund which invests the fund further into infrastructure projects. Oh, manege. Infrastructure projects. Infrastructure projects. It comprises of 4 elements. It comprises of 4 elements. It comprises of 4 elements. First one is trustee. It shall be those registered as debenture trustee with SEBI. They need to invest minimum 80% into infrastructure assets that generate steady income or steady revenue. Generate steady revenue. Next one is sponsor. Body corporate or LLP or a company generally will be the sponsors of all the instruments we have discussed so far. These are reads in which they can pick up the 3 marker, 4 marker questions. So remember and go. It includes, or it also includes inducted sponsor. Inducted sponsor. Next one is investment manager. The one that supervises operational activities. Next one is project manager. It is an authority for executing projects. It is an authority for executing projects. Copy down. Hello. So understood InvIT? So majorly I need to discuss about these four. Basically there are four people in InvIT. In fact, in any trust, mutual fund, infrastructure investment, REITs, any place, if it's a company, who takes care of company, who runs a company, it's always directors. If it's a trust, it is always run by trustees. So in a company, whatever is the position and responsibility of a director, that's the same in the case of trust for the trustees. They are like board of directors. What is their role? Their role is, first thing, you need to be a person who is registered as a debenture trustee with SEBI. Debenture trustee means, do not get confused. Sir, he is registered as debenture trustee. Can he be a trustee here? If you want to be a trustee of anything, you are recognized wholly as a debenture trustee only. Who are they? Generally, they are financial advisories or banks. They are only debenture trustees. So they are registered with SEBI. Yak risk. If you want a big list of people and all, here see if you guys able to find. One is here, 11th one, debenture trustees. Who are all the debenture trustees? You can see all the banks only. Andhra Bank, Bank of India, Bank of Maharashtra, all these financial people only. They only will be the trustees. Now take the details here. You can appoint them as debenture trustee, allowed, valid. Sir, and who else? See if you are able to see real estate investment trust somewhere. 33. Examples for REITs, that is registered. Embassy. Hello. Yes, we do not have much of REITs. These are the REITs. You can find here only InvITs, everything is there. Everything will be here. Search, you will find InvITs also. See, Anantam highways. If you go and see there, you can see the projects and all. Got a fair idea? See, Cube highways, 90% will be highways only. Getting it? Hello. Okay. So, sir, trustee, whoever is the debenture trustee, which is registered in SEBI, now you got the list. Come and appoint them. They can be the trustees who take care of this trust. Okay, next one, sir, they need to invest minimum 80% into infrastructure projects. That means you have raised 100 crores. At least 80% should get into infrastructure projects. Now, your question, sir, why not 100%? Other costs will be there. Who will pay? Employees, your own office building cost, your development, your expansion, your debt, your repayment. Who will take care of all of that? That is all administrative cost that you need to bear. You cannot put everything, no, but minimum has to get into 80% has to get into infrastructure projects. Sponsor, what do you mean by sponsor? In our company's terminology, sponsor means nothing but promoters. In a company, who starts the company, we call it as promoter. Basically, the person who comes up with an idea is called as promoter. That's what is being taught for us in our degrees. Now, same thing in trust, we call it as sponsor. Sponsor means the person who started the trust is called as sponsor. Sir, I have a doubt. What? Forum, this building, the sponsor was a forum. Now they changed. So you are saying the person who started the idea is called a sponsor. What if later there is a merger and amalgamation, transfer of ownership, a new partner comes in? Will that person not be called as a sponsor? That is the meaning of inducted sponsor. Inducted means the person who is added later on. That's the meaning of inducted. It can be merger and amalgamations. It can be transfer of ownership. They will also be called as inducted only. Next one, investment manager, the person who takes care of investments. In India, Nexus in there in many places. Who takes care? Which city gets the what amount of investments? The person who takes care is called investment manager. Project manager who handles that particular project. Imagine Nexus Koramangala. Who is handling, who is managing, that is called as project manager. Agreed? Understood this one? Any doubts? Hello? Okay.
The investments are these in these individual are fixed, having fixed dividend or like kind of fluctuating every time.
It is fixed dividend. Yes, yes. They will agree with a particular percentage. It will be 2.5, 5, 7 accordingly. That is what will be the return to you, along with capital appreciation. The other day someone was asking, sir, if it's 4 percentage, why should we not just directly invest in FD? FD gives me 7 percentage. FC gives you 7 percentage and gives you your principal money as it is back. Here capital appreciation is there, no? 120 is becoming 150. That 30 rupees is again appreciation, no? For that there is no limit. That's the difference. But you should be willing to take it downwards also. Both the ways. Agreed? Okay. You want a break or we can do one more topic?
No breaks. 10 o'clock is
He's acting like a... You didn't hear his last condition. Leave off at 9 o'clock, sir. Break is 10 minutes. 9 o'clock is 15 minutes. Okay. There is one topic coming. If you guys are okay, we can start it or go for it. Go for a break and come, but I want to finish the topic today only. So go for a break now only and come. After the break, we are going to start with options. Heard of it, huh? Options, futures. A little दिमाग में थोड़ा ऐसा ऐसा होता है. So go for a break and come.